It is time for a Reddit review. The Orlando Magic, they're having a tough time right now. So I dove into the Reddit page. I'm going to share with you what I found. Let's do it. I started out the dive with a post-game thread. The Chicago Bulls defeat the Orlando Magic 125-123. This is part of a 5-game losing streak. I believe they have slid down to 9th, and they're 6.5 games out of 6. So not looking great for the Magic right now. One of the first things I see, heads better roll for this. That seems a little aggressive. Well, it doesn't seem a little aggressive. Definitely a little aggressive. To be very clear, heads do not need to roll for this. Are we a real franchise or a tourist attraction? We're obviously midst of a 5-game losing streak. Emotions are high. We can understand it, but to be clear, heads, they do not need to roll. I literally don't even get upset at these losses anymore. What stage of grief am I at? I think it sounds like you're kind of at the acceptance stage. You've accepted that your team's not doing great right now. Well, that's a good, it's better being there than denial, honestly. This next fan, not in the acceptance stage. I hope I was like you. I'm getting more and more pissed off. I think we've all been at both places where you just accepted your team's not good right now, and other moments where you still got a little glimmer of hope, and you just keep getting crushed game after game. Nice and simple here. Vibes are bad, y'all. Vibes are bad. This is the dumbest Magic team I've seen. I'm really done now. All I'm saying, this sounds exactly like a fan who's one win away from being all the way back. Here's the omnipresent pain. All I know is pain and suffering. If you have a friend who's a Magic fan, maybe just let them know you're thinking about him today. I don't know why I find this one so amusing. I expect some stuff like this to happen again. 100%. They are in the acceptance stage. Orlando tragic. I mean, to be fair, it does work pretty well, semantically speaking. This one hurts a little bit. From we may never lose again to we may never win again. Magic fans, you will win another game. Although that would be a generational run of losses if you didn't win another game this season. No, don't worry. You're going to win another game. Another impressive loss by the Orlando tragic. That one semantically also works pretty well. Unfortunately, you hear that rumbling? That's the tank coming, baby. Unfortunately, I don't think they're in a good spot to tank right now. Our next games are the Bucks, Rockets, Timberwolves, and Cavs. We are so beyond cooked. We got the person below. We're going to find a way to lose to the Pelicans, aren't we? Listen, I've been saying this all year. Yes, the Pelicans' record is terrible. I think that they still have a lot of talent on that team. I think anyone could lose to the Pelicans on any given night. I just want this season to be over. We have all 100% been there. Just take it behind the shed. Take this season behind the shed. Let's be done with it. I do really feel for this fan. I have no words. I don't even have the motivation to say something negative. Sometimes all you need in your life is to see your team win, give you a little bit of dopamine, make you feel good. But when you're already in a bad place and your team loses, crushing. I did enjoy this exchange. Giddey might be the point guard we need. He sort of doesn't have a weakness and would probably have 3 more assists if his team was even decent. Which made me think, didn't you just lose to the Bulls? Anyways, his 3 isn't great, but he's good enough to get by without it. And then I like the first part of this reply from the next person. You're kind of getting cooked in the replies. And then they go on to say, but I do actually like Josh Giddey, and would love at least to see what he looks like here for the right price. This one had me cracking up. Let it burn. This fan base needed to see what the Doomers. I didn't know Doomers was a thing, but apparently this Reddit thread is full of Doomers saying blow the team up. The same ones that weren't saying trade Paulo have been seeing the past 2 seasons. So this person's calling for pure anarchy in the Magic franchise. Another day, another L. And with that, we are going to end this Reddit review with a little sprinkle of some positivity. We've got this ray of hope. It's okay, guys. We are ahead of schedule, which it probably doesn't feel like they're ahead of schedule because last year they took such a big leap forward and they were thinking it was going to be another exponential leap, but instead they kind of fell backwards. But there's a little bit of truth to this. They're still a young team. You could argue that they're ahead of schedule. Y'all, calm down. The Magic are playing some 5D chess. We lose to get the 10th seed and then become the first 10 seed to win it all. Big brain. If you beat the first seed in the first round, then you don't have to worry about them in the next round. I mean, they kind of have a point. That is going to be a wrap on this Reddit review. If you have a friend who is a Magic fan, maybe check on them. Just let them know you're thinking about them. Send them some positive energy. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next video.